Despite the heat wave passing through Europe, Germany is having to close their public baths over rising rates of violence that is allegedly being done by primarily migrant men in the European country. News sites throughout Germany are lamenting over the issue of the closure, with Die Welt complaining how they are having to surrender to a comparatively small group of violent men with the closures. Baths in more urban areas such as Berlin are especially being hit by the wave of violence and closures, with the Columbia baths being closed in the capital city, though cities like Mannheim and Karlsruhe have also seen their wave of violence and closures. Die Welt has an urgent letter that was written by employees and sent to management that claimed that the violence is done by mobs of young people from Arab families, some of the Chechens. The assessment is backed up by a top German police officer who made similar comments last summer of the pool attacks being done by mostly people with a migration background, per Breitbart. According to another German news site, Die Tageszeitung, the violence particularly targets employees, women, minorities, especially trans and queer people, and consists of verbal attacks, bullying, and spitting. The site specifically references an incident where a girl's swimsuit top was forcibly taken off and then the staff was attacked. The German left has attempted to fight against the claims by the pool employees that the majority of aggressors are immigrants. Ferhat Kokuk, a local Antifa-affiliated representative, took to Twitter to claim that immigrants had nothing to do with the issue. Kokuk argued that instead, the violence was caused by communities that were left behind with too little investment in education and youth work, unemployment. The government of Germany is currently considering what to do with ideas floating around like including compulsory photographic identification with swimmers that would allow enforceable bans for those who misbehave and establishing police presences at the swimming pools, per Welt. The violence at the public pools is nothing new for Germany, with the country having struggled with the issue alongside its growing migrant population. Per Breitbart, 2016 was a particularly bad year in the European country where numerous young people were sexually assaulted and raped. In these incidents, it was widely noted that migrant men were consistently involved in the incidents at a disproportionate rate. It's sad to see European countries struggle so heavily with their massive number of migrants, but of course, they were the ones who allowed such massive hordes of people who don't share their values and have no intent of integrating themselves into society in their country. Germans are very much paying for the sins of their government, and until something is done to quell the overwhelming surge of migrants that they're seeing, it's unlikely things will get better.